So that even arbitrators can deploy the instrumentality of AI to help them take decisions that are in tandem with what is said, so that you will not put in just human feelings. Do you understand? Sometimes humans' feelings can also influence how they take decisions. Do you understand? So, but with the use of AI, you know, it's going to be what it is, right? That you seek, that you get. Do you understand? So, but in seeking, also, it's possible that you seek with emotions, but be as genuine as possible, be as sincere as possible, be as neutral as you can to make sure that you come up with a final decision that will help the parties involved. So, other predictions going forward, we are going to see the customization of dispute resolution process. Customization. Some of these things are happening, just that the future practice may escalate it. Do you understand? Future ADR practices will increasingly allow parties to customize their dispute resolution processes. For instance, platforms may offer tailored hybrid models, such as starting with mediation, and if unresolved, moving to arbitration, and then based on the needs and preferences of the parties involved. This flexibility will cater to diverse stakeholders' demands. Do you understand? So even if you apply one ADR and it didn't work for you, you can move to another one. And if that did not work for you, you can choose to go anywhere for litigation. But some of these things, we are going to see them being emphasized. Do you understand? They are going to be increasingly applied in many situations. Do you understand? So increase focus on sustainability and ethical practices. So some of the things that we're going to see in the future, the prediction is that it's going to be intensified. Yes, it's going to be widespread. Do you understand? So that everybody will be aware of what's going on. Because even as I'm talking to I'm talking to you about ADR now. It's not everybody that understands what ADR or knows that something like this is in existence. Someone was asking whether we have ADR rules in Nigeria or laws in Nigeria. I get up and but we have. And of recent, and as a result, I know some of you now, your eyes begin to look out. Do we have something like this? Something that is working? Some of you start sending me cases that are being resolved through ADR in Nigeria here. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So we have them. We have ACA. Do you understand? So diversity and inclusion in ADR. The push for diversity and inclusion will shape the future of ADR. Hybrid processes will likely feature a broader range of mediators and arbitrators from diverse backgrounds, promoting fairness and wide representation. Organizations like Women in Dispute Resolution, organizations like what Women in Dispute Resolutions are already advocating for increased representation in ADR roles. All right. So women, the role of women in ADR, how are they participating? So women are asking for increased role for the women. And for us as an institute, we have what we call the Women in Peace Building Forum as one of the arms of the institute. The Women in Peace Building Forum. Do you understand? This particular arm is going to be activated next year fully, so that our women and our guests who are members of the institute can. We have a president, a woman who is going to be the national woman, maybe a leader or chairman of the group, and then we have other states represent state also we have at their level, and then they will be discussing the role of women in peace building and the organizing activities that focus on women and how to advocate for women and also to advance the role of women in peace building. Do you understand? So that is what that group is going to focus on. And then we have the group called the Justice Forum in the institute as well. This group is made of professionals like some of you here now. After this training, we can consider you as a professional. arbitrator, or mediator. Do you understand? So when you join the institute, we are going to ask you to join that group. Do you understand? And then those of you that are lawyers, you when you join the institute, you're also going to be on that group. So that group is going to focus on bringing justice to people that are suffering any form of injustice. Do you understand? So uh, we have some of these groups in our institute, and they are going to be very, very active. And then we have the youth in peace building, the youth in peace building. So here we make platforms for young people who are members of the institute to also contribute actively in peace building. Do you understand? So this is how in the institute we are also developing some of these skills, so that when you join as an institute, you have this ADR certification. You will be practicing it. You'll be going to court. You'll be going to places, prisons. You'll be mediating in family issues, business contracts, and all of that. Do you understand? You have such when somebody suffer business injustice and they come to us, and this is what we have experienced, and then we ask this group look into that issue and make sure that the person get justice. You understand? Uh-huh. So somebody scam you, we must go all the way and get it back for you. Do you understand? Except we do not have the person's contact. Do you understand? That's what it means. And so far, except the person do not use any information that can be traced, except if not, we must get it back. You understand? So this is what this group is going to do. So we have them, and then I'm sure you also at some point in time you will join us to do this. You will not just give this training and go and sit down. You will also come and give back to society by joining this body. Do you understand? I believe time will come, even if it's not now, later on you will join when things are just convenient for you to join. So diversity and inclusion is very, very important. And women, of course, in our society, women suffer some level of injustice. Even in terms of representation, they don't have fair representation. Even in our country here, in terms of appointment, at some point they were talking about 14% women affirmation or whatever or an action. They have not even gotten 10. In the present cabinet, how many ministers are women? At least this one tries. We have women, yeah, so women affairs. We have Ministry of Humanitarian. We have that of Culture, women, and then we have which one again? Women. You understand? I think they have tried, but it's still not up to what they promised. Do you understand? So if we talk about 10, okay, we have about 40 something ministers, maybe. Maybe we don't have up to 10 women ministers. So you can see what it means. So but they're agitating, of course. They need to agitate. And when they are appointing ambassadors, we will see whether women will be involved. Do you understand? How many ambassadors are women? How many high commissioners are women? It's how many special envoys who are going on conflict resolution matters that are women. The one that President Jonathan used to go, how many women used to follow? You understand? We come to understand all of this. But women also must rise to the occasion. That's why sometimes they say some things like, okay, be a member of this institute like this, but they will not come. Thanks to Ambassador Halima, they have joined. She's here joining this training. She's online as I'm talking now. And then we have a good number of women also participating. Our induction in Enugu is coming up on this Saturday. We have a husband and wife that we are going to be inducted. You understand? Husband and wife. We have several. The last induction in Abuja, we have about okay, I think one of them, husband and wife as well, that were inducted. So we have been having that. You understand? So you can come join with your wife or join with your husband and then be part of this. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So we talk about enhanced user experience through technology. Enhanced user experience through technology. So that is going to be simpler as we progress. There's some of this technology will be very, very simple to use. Some things that you struggle with now, in future, they are going to be very, very simple. Do you understand? Very, very simple. It's easier now to set up your Facebook page compared to when we started using Facebook. Do you understand? Now, even if you are a new person that is using Facebook, it's very easy. Some of those things are very easy to use. Do you understand? So some of these apps that we use for meetings are very easy to use. This training we are doing here, this software we are using to do this training, all right? This software we're using to do this training is also easy to use. Do you understand? It's very easy to use. This software is costing us about $50 every month. $50 every month. Do you understand? So but we're using it to do training and we're offering the training free. Do you understand? So, but they are very easy to use. And you can use it as well. All right, you can use it for your workplace training and some of the activities. You can do it online, but you can use WhatsApp, you can use Zoom as the case may be, or Microsoft Team. You can use Google Meet to do your training. Do you understand? Some of these things are very easy to use. Then we have growth of multi-party and complex dispute resolutions. Growth of what? Multi-party and complex dispute resolution. No matter how complex the dispute may look like, and multi-party involvement, you can still resolve it online. Like this particular apps that I'm talking about that we're using here now, we can bring at least 10 people in the studio. At least 10 people will come in the studio now, we discuss, interact one-on-one like this. If I so wish to bring 10 of you in the studio, it's a matter of me sending you the link. You click, and then I will add you in the studio. You click, I'll add you in the studio. Do you understand? And then we'll have a conversation. Some of you are going to see that when we are doing our simulation. Do you understand? Some of you that participated in our peace clinic previously, you know what it means. We send you a link, you click, join, you add it in the conversations, and then you begin to join, talk, and we interact. So at least multi-party participation is going to, and complex issues are going to be resolved online. Do you understand? So regulatory frameworks for hybrid ADR. Yes, of course, we are going to see more of legislation concerning hybrid ADR processes. Do you understand? Many frameworks, more of the laws we have now will be updated to accommodate some of these hybrid processes that we're talking about. Do you understand? So how can we combine elements of this without having friction? Do you understand? Or having a problem? So some of these are going to be added up, and they're going to make it so easy for the system. Do you understand? And for the practice of ADR. So going forward, these are some of the things that we're going to see, and it's going to be an interesting time. And as you are taking part in this training, we expect that you're going to grow. You're going to not just stop on what you receive in this class. You're going to make search, see videos, see a lot of things, see a lot of join some ADR resolution practices, and then get yourself enough training. Do you understand? So that you can be, useful to yourself and to the society. So it's not just what you learn here alone. Although what you learn here is also good enough to take you, but for your continuous growth, you need to also continue to look for more information, more training that will help you. So that's what it means. Mm. Because even the training itself is a foundational one. We have an advanced training so far as this ADR is concerned. There are some people that are registered for ADR training, which is an advanced course. They are here. After we are done with you, we'll still go further with them before they write their own exams. You understand? So that's what it means. So thank you very much for taking time to be part of today's training. That's been a wonderful time, and I hope you have learned something today as well. So what is your prediction concerning ADR practices going forward? What do you think? Are we going to embrace it in Nigeria massively? so far as time progresses. And of course, for us to be able to get it done in our country massively is when we come out for advocacy, for advocates. You come out, let's go out and do advocacy. Come out, let's team up and do advocacy for it. If you, based on what you have learned in the class, if you think, if you know that it's good, then it's for us to go and tell people to know that this thing is good and we must practice it so that even poor people may have justice. Do you understand? Even if you don't have money, you can deploy ADR tools and then get justice. You must not necessarily go to court. Even if you don't have money to go to court, you can still get justice. Do you understand? Because you have people that are humanitarians who are here, social workers who are here to help. They are not seeking for anything. They just want you to be happy. It makes them happy to see you happy. So they are ready to give. And that's what it is. They are going to use their own money to fight for you. That's what it is. They are going to use their energy. They are going to use their knowledge for free for you. So, but it's only when we come out and make noise about these things and tell those that we can, if we can come up as a team, and like I'm talking about now, maybe when we start we activate the justice forum of the institute, we can go on advocacy meetings, visits to the Minister of Justice, to uh, commissioners of justice, for justice, and then meet several, do you understand? To see how we can integrate some of these things in our system very well and make them to be active. We can pay a visit to what do you call them? IGP, what do you call it? Inspector General of Police, right? Uh-huh. And some of these institutions to see how we can bring ADR practices, even in the military. So you may not necessarily go and lock somebody in the guard room. Yes, the person may commit offense, of course, but you may not necessarily just go and lock in the guard room. You can still mediate. So, ADR can be even incorporated even in the military, so that sometimes you backward the martial law of the military so that we can do something for humanity. Do you understand? It may not necessarily be all those harsh treatment that goes on in the military in the name of military training. Do you understand? You can do something better for humanity as well. Um, so Halima is saying that Ambassador Halima is saying where lawyers still need to eat. Remember that so a lot of them will not want clients to resort to ADR and funny enough. It is an ethical standard for lawyers to first advise clearance of ADR processes before taking up a case. You see, so that is it. So lawyers have that kind of ethical requirements to like advise to a client. Can you see how you can settle this matter out of court? I know, but I don't know. I don't know how how it has been effective anyway. It has not been so effective anyway. Let's see how it goes. Yes. Ambassador John is saying, John also is a member of the institute now. He said, I am already in for the Justice Forum. You are welcome, sir. Next year it will be fully activated. We have about 3 sons who are members of the institute. So at least one of the sons will head the forum. Okay, one of the sons will head the forums, and I hope it's going to be a massive one. So one of the sons will head the forum. We have about 3 of them who are sons, who are members of the institute. So at least one of them will head the forum, and I'm sure that we're going to have, you know, we are going to have something really good for the society. Really good, very, really good. You understand? And God will help us. Okay, somebody saying something here. Until extant military laws or decree is changed, if not, Nigerian military ethics remain and remain unsuperior. So actually, so some of these things can be advocated for. Do you understand? We can approach the higher military office in the country and advocate for this. How can we incorporate this so that people may not necessarily be subjected to the harsh treatment or harsh operation in the military? You understand? Except in extreme situations whereby it is necessary. But this must be applied first. You understand? So this thing can be advocated for. This is what we're talking about here. No matter how the military is an ethical institution, we are not saying they should do something wrong, but we are looking at the best way to approach certain issues, not necessarily going through the harsh way. So far as humanity is concerned, they are military fine, they are trained to endure harsh issues, but we still have the place of humanity. You understand? Some of them, if they tell you what they go through, and sometimes unjustly, some of the things they suffer in the military are unjustifiable. Just someone's one oga, just for no reason, or maybe on one offense, just deny you every right so far as you are concerned. You understand? Of recent, I was hearing one case from on this human rights radio, Brekete family, how a woman was reporting how her husband has been maltreated and subjected to inhuman treatment because of one oga, just one man. You understand? So some of these things can be advocated for, and then justice can be done. So this is what we're talking about here. So we're not saying that they should, subsidize or substandize their procedures, but they can use it, they can incorporate some of this in their laws to make it have uh, value for humanity. That is what we're talking about. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Thank you for taking time to be part of this. I would like to be part of the Justice Forum too as a lawyer. That is Ambassador Halima. That would be a good one. So we're going to activate it very fully next year. As we enter next year, we're going to do a lot of things next year, and then some of you are going to be part of it. The humanitarian aspect of the institute will also be activated fully next year. So we are doing a lot of things next year, and so we trust God that God will keep us alive to see next year and be part of these things we're talking about. So thank you very much. The quote has failed with what we are seeing in our country. All right, thank you very much. See you tomorrow by 7 p.m. And so I'm going to share the topics, the groups today, and then we'll also share topics so that when you see your topic, start working on it, mobilize yourselves as a group, all right, and then work on it. We are going to have we have two parties. We're going to have a case scenario. Then we have two parties, and then we have two, two mediators